Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Demon Hunter has been nerfed 4 times already during Ashes of Outland, and all of the nerfs have always touched the cheap cards. The expensive stuff has never been touched, it's only the cheap cards, so budget Demon Hunter. I have had to rebuild this time and again, but I'm happy to tell you that even after the 4th nerf, budget Demon Hunter is back. I have rebuilt it, we have the technology. I had 15 wins and 4 losses with this deck when I climbed with this to Legend. So yeah, here it is. And it's the cheapest one yet as an added bonus. So this version now really wants to be fast. I'm using Bonjour Brawler, I'm using Amani Berserker, I'm using Beaming Sidekicks and Guardian Orc Mergans to buff them up. So then they become really big threats, difficult to remove, take over the early game. And if it goes a little bit later, then the only tool left is Altruist the Outcast, preferably with Skull of Gul'dan. So then you Skull, you get cheaper Altruist, you get some cheap cards, and then you can go for big Altruist turns. So basically the game plan of the deck is use your powerful Enrage minions. Use them, try to end the game. If that fails, go for Altruist. And that's pretty much the story. In addition to these Enrage minions, there is some more utility. There's a pair of Frozen Shadow Weavers in the deck. So you can use them in the mirror to freeze the opponent's face, you can use them against Warrior, you can do lots of nice things with those. And there is a pair of Satyr Overseers, so you can also try to fill up the board a little bit with those Satyr Overseers, which are also pretty decent buff targets to help them survive. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're looking for a curve that you can play. Battle Fiend, Blazing Battle Mage, excellent 1-drops. Then if you have something, then you can keep a buff card. Sidekick or Orc Mergant, if you have like Battle Fiend or Bonjour Brawler or Berserker, then you could look into, okay, I'm going to play this and I'm going to buff it up and go from there. If you need removal, if it's a fast matchup like a Mirror, then Twin Slice or Chaos Strike can be very useful. Umberwing, of course, another excellent 2-drop, and if you have 1s and 2s already, and especially if you have Umberwing, then Satyr for a 3-drop can be a good keep. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. I also stream live on Twitch 6 days a week, so check below in the description for a link to my Twitch channel. And now, let's go take a look at Budget Tempo Demon Hunter, making the climb to Legend. This could be a hand that I can keep. I have like Battle Fiend, Coin, Twin Slice potentially. If the opponent has a 1-drop, then I can contest. Do I want to contest it with the coin? Yeah, I do. Let's Battle Fiend, Coin, Slice and kill that. Something you can only do with the new Slice. Well, you could do it with the old Slice, of course, without the coin even, but spending both slices. I'm fine, thanks, Dave. Just chilling and playing some. 2 Blazing Battle Mages. Oh dear. I want to develop the Satyr next turn. He's almost out of resources. This is an Umberwing turn. Is it an Umberwing turn where I hit into a Blazing Battle Mage?
Time grows short.
And do I trade with the Battle Fiend?
Vengeance is mine.
I think the answer to both questions is yes. Because this sets up for the Satyr. The most difficult to remove Satyr that I can set up here. Every other Satyr was easier to remove. This is the most difficult to remove Satyr I can get here. He still has that card that he kept. Pretty slow turn for me otherwise. We'll see how it goes. But it's my belief that this is the way. Oh, he has an I-beam in outcast position. Okay, well that is good. I need tempo. So I want both of these on this board. Both 2/3s over here. I just saw him use an I-beam. But he has the infamous Warglaives of Azinoth. That card is so powerful. And unfortunately I have no access to it here. I mean, I have it in my NA collection, but then it wouldn't be a budget deck anymore. I would want to get to a Skull of Gul'dan next turn, but I probably can't afford to. I think I need to play the Satyr here. There is a chance he can have like a Claybound Adept here, which would be pretty bad for me. That's also pretty bad because he can hit twice.
Is it cold?
Oh dear, such a powerful turn for him. Yeah, that was immense.
I see.
The I-beam is a good pickup though. Can't get the Bone Chewer Brawler on the board. Well, you can't have everything. But I can have some nice things at least. I have to kill his Satyr. Well, I was able to have some nice things. It is still possible to stabilize. I have the Skull next turn. Then I'll have 1 mana left over. So far this is fine. Yep, 2 Frozen Shadow Weavers, those are really sweet of course, but he will swing into the 2/2 to prevent value trading, or he won't. Time to play the Skull. What can I pick up from the Skull? I-beam that costs 1. Fine, we will use the I-beam that costs 1. I-beam that costs 1 goes over there. Frozen Shadow Weaver goes over there. Another Blazing Battle Mage goes over here. And this Blazing Battle Mage is going to the Dome. Okay. Vulnerable to Altruis. But, I mean, you're always vulnerable to Altruis. And see, if I had traded I would have missed a point of damage. Okay. It's time to play the Bone Chewer. Guardian Orc-Mag and the Bone Chewer, right? Any use to give it more health with the Beaming Sidekick? Ultra is always a major problem for me. I've seen 1 I-beam. Can't really play around Altruis. I think Beaming Sidekick goes over there. Alright, I'm all in. What do you have? Altruis wins the game for him. Not much else that does. Beautiful. I can try with something like these. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going first. How many cards does the Rogue keep? 1 card. Alright. So we open up with the Battle Fiend. Is there a backstab? If there's no backstab, if he like plays a Feral Cat, I can slice that down and get a Battle Mage on the board. He could also have like backstab and Feral Cat. And if it's like this, then I have the alternative to develop Bonjour Brawler. But I think the Battle Mage is still fine here. Let's just play the Battle Mage. Have a pair of 2/2s on this board. Start applying a bit of pressure. So that card is probably like a Seal Fate or Evil Miscreant. He could coin the Miscreant here. Perfectly viable play. I don't think he's going to coin. Well, he had a Miscreant, but it was not a keep. Alright. I get to do a Bonjour Brawler here. I can play a Slice, which allows me to kill this Miscreant. He can still Seal Fate this if I don't trade with this one. But it's fine because there are two very attractive Seal Fate targets. But he can also have like damage lackeys. That was the best possible lackey there. But so far it's still okay. I can develop the Shadow Weaver here, so it was the kept card was not a Seal Fate. So I can kill the lackey and I can push. One more lackey in hand. No sign of Seal Fate so far. Now I know that the kept card was not Seal Fate. So there might not be a Seal Fate to kill this Shadow Weaver here. But there was. There was a drawn Seal Fate, and now with 2 lackeys in hand, one of the lackeys is going to be played here. Alright, just that lackey. That's so far so good. I'll try to get on this board, right? I believe I do. I can use Hero Power here to kill this lackey. Then I can equip the Umberwing so that I will save the Umberwing charge for when it's needed more. And I get a relatively wide board. If I can find some card draw, I can later on do things with Altruis. He could play the 4/5 Taunt here, but that would be completely ineffective. Ah, it's a Highlander Rogue. No other rogue would run the Henchclan Burglar here. Does he have the Rush Lackey? He has the Rush Lackey too. That is of course excellent news for him. And bad news for me. But with the power of the Skull of Gul'dan, I should be on my way to still doing well in this game. Now I need to ask myself, do I want to play these minions out there now, or do I want to save them for an Altruist turn? Because I could have a pretty sweet Amani Berserker out there right now. I think I want the Amani Berserker out there now.
It's time for a little blood.
With the Divine Shield. Trade one into that one. Kill off that one. Go face with these. This leaves me with 2 damage from these on for the Altruist turn. Potentially a third, but I did miss now 2 damage in order to develop a 5/2 with Divine Shield and a 2/1. Shadow Jeweler Hanar can potentially give him something useful. That could be an explosive trap, for example. An explosive trap would be very powerful. Too big of a risk to go into an explosive trap just like that. Could be Pressure Plate, of course. Could be Snipe. Let's draw some cards and evaluate. Dirty Tricks. Still the possibility of Snipe is there.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Was an explosive trap.
Who you want to kill? Power in these will.
So I'm going to just kill the Hanar now. I don't want more of that secret stuff. Let's see. Ah, a Vendetta, an excellent choice. Devoted Maniac, another excellent choice. I have 4, 5, 6, 7 damage from hand, right? And that could give him the tools he needs to kill this. Ah, it did. More random stuff. Random stuff is good. Random stuff is so good for you. If he can find a Titanic Lackey, then he is in a fairly good position. Ah, another Vendetta. More random stuff. Random stuff is good for you. So he's at 9. I cannot play all of these cards. So Altruist plus these two, that's 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. It might not be the time to do that yet. He has one discovered secret. If this draws a 1-drop... No. Let's see what I can pick up with that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I think I'll just do it like this. But he has that one secret. Now he discovers a legendary minion. It could be a taunt minion. Does he have Titanic Lackey? If he has Titanic Lackey, but he does not. So then I will have lethal.
Do you see what must be done?
Do you see? That got a little bit scary, because there was a Shadow Shooter Hanar for Explosive Trap, and there was a Rush Lackey, and there was a Damage Lackey, and there were 2 bonus Vendettas of handling different situations. Less sustain. Kept the I-Beam in outcast position. I can deal with something like a Face Stalker. I would of course expect a Highlander Hunter, although it could be a Dragon Hunter or Face Hunter too. Those are options. This Altruist is now blocking the skull. Can I free the skull from the right hand side? That seems really hard. I don't want to swing with the Umberwing. I want to hold on to the charges in case I need them. That cannot be an explosive trap. That would be way, way too soon. That wasn't an explosive trap. Maybe I do play the sidekick. I kind of want to get some stuff out here. I'm also wondering if I can free the skull from the right hand side, which would necessitate actually playing things. So I believe my current plan is to free the skull from the right hand side, which means freeing up things and hitting face. So it's either Pack Tactics or it's Snake Trap. Every other secret was revealed. I still don't know if this can still be any sort of hunt deck really. I still want to free the skull, but I think I can afford to free the skull by using hero power here. I do want to hit in. Let's see how this goes. Alright, he might pick up the... he picked up the Zigzor, I suppose. Ah, Diving Griffin. Also works. Face tanks a lot of damage though. I'm quite surprised by that move. Why do face tank so much damage? I have many ways to kill this. It did draw him another rush minion. I don't want to proc the Pack Tactics or the Snake Trap. I mean, one alternative would be simply to play the Altruis and then give Altruis Divine Shield. Then he has to handle the Altruis somehow. This is a Highlander Hunter. That's the only alternative. He could have like an Unleash. If I could do a big Altruis with the Skull later, that would be very useful. I could free the Skull for next turn too. But I guess I won't. Let's just give Altruis Divine Shield now. I will try this approach. There are some risks involved. But handling a Divine Shielded minion at 5 mana isn't easy for a hunter. He needs Unleash or he needs a set of 2 cards to do it. He had a set of 2 cards to do it. I want to keep playing cards here and I want to keep hitting him in the face.
It's going to be okay.
We'll see. He could have taunt minions in there, and then Pack Tactics could be useful. Bone Wraith is the most likely taunt minion. But apparently he did not. So was my Altruis risk correct? It did take away his entire turn to answer the Altruis, and I guess maybe it did put him in an untenable position. Well, this one is probably going to be a Quest Warlock. And I guess that's going to be slightly problematic for me, because Quest Warlocks have so much removal that it will be exceedingly difficult for me to win. But obviously we're going to give it a try and see how it goes. There's an option to give this Divine Shield to protect it from anything but Dark Skies. But I think I won't do that. I'll just try to push a little here. He probably still wants to tap now. If he doesn't tap... Ah, that is of course an option too. A powerful option. And that's a Mortal Coil. Very well. That forces me to use hero power to kill this. If he has Dark Skies, he can always clear the board, but I think I have to use one Orc Merchant. Alternatively, I don't use the hero power, I play 2 Orc Merchants. One to kill this and one to give this one Divine Shield. Dark Skies just wipes stuff. That puts on the most pressure though. I guess I'm going for it. Hit over there. Hit over there. One Orc Merchant to give this Divine Shield and one Orc Merchant to kill that minion. This did float 1 mana though. Actually, I traded the 1/1 for nothing. Sorry, that was a mistake. I didn't realize that I floated 1 mana there. That was totally my bad. So now I missed a 1/1, and that could be crucial in the upcoming turns. Well, if there's a Dark Skies, then I missed 1 damage, because Dark Skies would clear the board, regardless of the 1 health. But that still feels bad, of course. Oh, Dark Skies is good. Trying to find some Aranasis or Dark Skies for next turn. So now I'm like missing 2 damage already here. Yeah, that was... I should have checked my mana better. Didn't realize I actually had mana to hero power. Very well, it's time to Chaos Strike. Is it time to use a slice? I think it is time to use a slice here. I won't be able to play an Aranasi next turn yet anyway, so let's just try to optimize the amount of damage that I'm pushing. This gets him down to 5. So this is now a lethal setup with Hero Power Glaybound Adept. If he doesn't heal, even if he clears the board, he needs a healing card. He needs to have the Nether Breath, the second Nether Breath. He doesn't have it, so actually we win. I missed 2 damage during the course of this game, but that did not prove to be important. So that's good. A rare win. I think this matchup is fairly difficult for this budget list. I just don't have that sustain. Let's see if we can do something with these. We'll see. Druid is a fairly even matchup for the full cost list, and the full cost list can kill a board full of... Ah, well, that's annoying. Druid kept 3 cards. I don't dare to play the Amani. I have to play the Amani next turn and coin the Orc Merchant for it. Actually, I need to coin the Sidekick for it first. That's a more probable way to make it survive. Yeah, the full cost list can use Warglaives to kill a board. And I cannot. But I can make the Amani have 5 health here. So it's relatively unlikely that he can kill it. It would take like Wrath plus something. Druid typically keeps 1 removal piece against Demon Hunter. And then there's Ramp and like maybe a Glowfly Swarm or something. This will be very, very difficult. I probably have to get Altruis from the Skull, or Altruis and then Skull something in order to win this. It's very likely that otherwise it will be impossible. I need stuff on this board. Let's get stuff on this board. And try to hit the Druid in the face. But now he can play a Glowfly Swarm. 2 cards that were kept and neither of them was Overgrowth. So Glowfly Swarm is coming. Up to 6 minions. I can't remove them. And I can't really just go face. Big problems. Very big problems. I mean, there has to be a Glowfly Swarm here. 3 cards were kept. If none of them are removal... What? I'm stunned. Stunned, I tell you. I'm stunned. This might still not be enough for me to win, though. Eight damage here. I would need another 13 from somewhere. Well, this turn is always going to be a Chaos Strike. Let's see what I can pick up with that. I can pick up an Amani Berserker. I want an Amani Berserker on this board. And then I want to hit him in the face. Next turn he's at 6 mana. Not 7 yet. Bog Beams are not yet free. That doesn't make Bog Beams free. But an overflow. 16, and I have 7, 10, I have 15 damage. Right. This is 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15. That's 15 damage. And next turn, Bog Beams are free.
I see.
Altruis. I might be able to do this over 2 turns.
Time grows short.
This might be doable over two turns.
That's an upgrade. Probably. Vengeance is who you want me to kill. Who you want me to kill?
It's going to be okay.
My hand is too full.
This might be doable over 2 turns. How much can he heal?
I supply only the finest creatures.
Iron Box and Bog Beams are now free. How many Iron Box? Another Taunt Minion. 2 Iron Box. 2 Muglas and an Iron Fur Grizzly. Too many Taunt Minions. He can probably heal next turn. Altruis might not be enough. Have to do the skull now.
Warlock.
No, these cards are terrible. These cards don't support the Altruis.
Time grows short. Who you want me to kill? Operation!
It's going to be okay.
I have to kill that. I have to kill that. Those cards did not support the Altruis.
We must stop this corruption.
I don't have enough mana. I don't have enough mana to do the Altruis play. He will heal with Crystal Power. At least with the Crystal Power, maybe with more. 2 Crystal Powers for healing. Altruis. This is not enough.
Demons.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Need to get to the other skull.
Alas, poor Warlock.
Four, 5, 6, 7. To deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This won't be enough. I lost. I can't come back from here. He managed to just get to that 7 mana turn with the overflow. Then I couldn't come back. Couldn't get the Altruis support I needed from the skull. It's unlikely that there would be another 11 from hand. That would require double Savage Roar now. I didn't want to hit into either of these. That would have made it easier for him to win.
Time waits for no one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Not enough. Not enough to push through these. 4, 5, 6, and 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So Altruis.
Do you see what must be done?
Slice. Slice. Bone to a brawler. Bone to a brawler.
Step up!
It's not enough.
It's going to be okay.
Only 2 more coming from those. Just isn't enough. It just isn't enough. It just isn't enough. Random Taunt Dragon. There's still a Bog Beam left. There's still rats left. And he already got a random Taunt Dragon. If he can find a bog... Oh, come on. So much draw too. This is what sometimes happens. All he needs is to find Bog Beams or rats. And he will be fine. He should find those. There is a potential lethal with Bog Beam Wrath, Savage Roar, as well.
Time waits for no one.
If he finds no Bog Beams and no rats, then he could lose. Three damage from these. I need 10 to go to that one. Then I need 5 to face. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three damage. I need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does it, right? 1, 2, 3. Play that. Play that. Play that. That's at 4. Hero power. Hit into it. Trade. And kill the druid. I did not think it was possible. I did not believe. But it was possible. Hi Mike G. I'm not sure when you raided, that was a pretty hectic game. I didn't think I could win it. But turns out that I did. I'm still shaking a little. I have to say I truly gave it my all. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.